Good morning and welcome to the Diamond Boutique live stream. I always feel very posh when I say that. This is a time of the week that we really look forward to because we get to spend some time with you guys. You're the reason that we do this. Mom and I, we have a good time putting these together for you, and we're getting really close to that milestone that I was trying to reach by the end of the year. So we're only halfway through the year and we're almost at 250 subscribers. Woot, woot. We are small, we're mighty, we're free, and we are here as a resource for you. If you have any questions on jewelry or gemstones, or in particular diamonds, I'm actually certified with both diamonds and colored gemstones with the Gemological Institute of America. I've got my graduate certificates, and anything I can't answer on the spot today, I'm going to start incorporating some of the things that I get from you. It's so nice when you share pictures of yourself and your jewelry, or you'll send me a testimonial on something that you really like. And so I thought, you know, a lot of times I'm the only one, Mom and I, because I always share it with her, we're the only ones that hear it. And so we're going to be showcasing a couple of our customers today and showing you and telling you about their jewelry as well. So if you have something that you love in your jewelry box and you want to share it with us, you can always email it to me or text me. Actually, email is better, at hello, it's all one, hello, at youaresolidgold, one word, .com. So, and that gets you right to, that's the bat phone. So hello at youaresolidgold.com. All right, Mama, who's all out there today?
Well, Amy Steffen so far.
Hi, Amy.
And our Amy.
Got a pair of Amy's. We're on our way to a full house.
Of background people who
Yeah?
are waiting to come forward. But I just said good Orium.
Good Orium? Okay, Manna.
Good morning.
Okay, so the story behind Manna, because somebody asked this last week or 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The story behind, sometimes you see Mama logging in as Manna Pat.
Always.
It's not that she's manifesting a good time together, which she is, of course. But we're so new at all of this, so you have to kind of bear with us. It's a little rough. When she logged on for the first time, she logged on with a typo, Manna Pat instead of Mama Pat, and now we're stuck with it. So we can't figure out how to change it. The first thing I want to talk to you about is, well, something that I think is pretty special. It's the cover girl for this week. We're going to be seeing not only this beautiful pair of earrings, we're going to be seeing bangle bracelets. We have the cross necklace that you asked for. We've got some brilliant rose, and I've got something that everybody can afford for Mom for Mother's Day, I promise you. So it's going to be pretty fantastic. But I wanted to start with this luxury piece because Art Deco has been an incredibly strong movement in the world of jewelry this last year, and it's not slowing down. It hasn't just been this last year, but it's been a super popular style since the 1920s, 1930s. That's why it's called the Art Deco style. I love it because of the texture that you get visually, but I also really appreciate the artistry, the craftsmanship in putting it together. So I'm going to give you item numbers for the QVC website in case you do have an interest in buying. I'm not an affiliate. I don't get a commission, but if you do like it, you should know that a lot of this stuff is on sale, and it's, in fact, I think I picked everything on sale today. Oh, everything but one item is on sale. And they're really good prices. Like, these are under $1,000. Your choice of the white gold or the yellow gold, and it's solid 14 karat gold. Item number J444479 at QVC.com. They were almost $1,300. They're $995.98. They're also on 4 easy pays of $249. Now that all that number nonsense is out of the way, let's talk about the good stuff. All right, so I see we have a crowd, Mom, actually, or are they just chatty, which I love?
No, this is 2 Amy's, me.
We got
Mindy,
a pair of Amy's and a
Denise,
Pat. Oh,
Jonathan.
Mindy, Denise, Jonathan. Is it Mindy Grimm?
Yes.
That means she's feeling better. Mindy got up after her surgery.
Whoa.
She's been walking around and walking.
Whoa.
Yeah, so congratulations. One of the things you should know about this group is this is a much more relaxed group than what you see when we live stream on QVC on Monday afternoons. We get to know one another, and if you're comfortable, you can interact freely in the chat. I want you to, honestly. It's not rude at all. Somebody said, isn't that rude when we're talking amongst ourselves and you're doing this thing? I don't feel that way. I'm a multitasker. I want you guys to get to know one another so that you can share information. So say good morning to one another.
They like that.
Yeah, I like it too. All right. So again, you have your white or your yellow choice. Let's dig a little deeper, hey? Here's the yellow gold choice. Now in the center, which you can see in this nice tight close-up shot, is you can see the beautiful baguettes right there in the center. This is indicative of a lot of the Art Deco pieces where they'll do clusters of those cuts, those elongated cuts right in the center. And then you surround it in this case, they surrounded it in halos. Now the halo really boosts that center stone, but believe it or not, the smaller stones are harder to match than even the larger ones are, especially when you're talking about baguettes. Oopsie, somebody's trying to get me. Goodbye. Yeah. So, and the reason for that is when you're cutting a baguette, and QVC is some of the best baguette cutters in the world, you have to get a higher degree of clarity in those stones. So they pick the premium goods for those baguettes. Plus, when you're cleaving it, if you cleave it just a little bit off kilter, and cleaving it means when you're faceting and roughing out the gemstone, you can break it into two so easily. I know you're at home, you're going, what? I thought diamonds were really hard. They are, but when they grow in a crystalline structure that if you're using the tools that you need to cleave the diamond, you have to be really careful. You have to know what you're doing. So that's the story behind the baguettes, and I think we do baguettes just phenomenally at QVC. So yeah, good item, right? There's the yellow gold. That's 14 karat yellow gold. Here's 14 karat white gold. And the center station on the hoop is what makes it so intriguing. They're between 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch in length, so they come just a little, yeah, they're a little smaller than this. Did I tell you it's Diamond Month? It is Diamond Month. You know what the big day is going to be, though? You're going to want to mark your calendars. Hopefully you're not watching this after the big day. The big day is going to be the 17th. Okay, but there's also previews this Friday. Of course, not of things like, the item is going to launch at midnight, but there's some great sale items. There's some wonderful things that you can get first if you're watching on Friday as well. I'm on between 11 a.m. and I think 3 o'clock on Friday, on and off. So I'll see you then with diamonds. All right, next up. This is how it attaches. I wanted you to see this because it has this mechanism that clicks into place really securely, and you can see the little notches on the post. The post is not skimpy. I know it sounds like I'm picking nits, but I'm not. Some posts, whether you're talking about, beautiful hoops or huggies, or whether you're talking about, nits, or whether you're talking about a posted earring, some of them are really short. And as a lady, as a part of the full-bodied earlobe club, I just made that up. My earlobes are kind of thick. I need a little extra gold back there. So why do they shorten them up? You can't believe how valuable that little tiny piece of gold can be when you're manufacturing hundreds or thousands or 10,000s of earrings. And so manufacturers will oftentimes look for ways to save a little cash. I like the longer post. This is a little bit longer for a huggy. And so I just wanted to point that out in case you are a little fleshy in the earlobe like I am. All right. Here you can see the size. I mentioned they were a little bit bigger than a huggy. Now she doesn't have the meaty earlobe thing going on. So hers are going to come down a little lower than mine would, but they're really tailored and really nice. I like this size. It's not that real dainty diminutive ear skimmer, which I also own, but this is a little bit more flashy, a little bit more prominent, and it's perfect with glasses. I have to wear glasses pretty much every day. Everything I do now is just the way of the world. I sort of decided to embrace it and make it my own. But with that went the disappearing of the long dangly wanglies for me. Unless I'm going out at night and I know I can grab Ron's arm and not have to worry about missing a step, I'm wearing something like this, or I'm wearing something like this. So that's how I feel about it. And you make your own decisions. But if you're wearing glasses, I think it just looks good. Anyway, I think those are really pretty.
Everybody likes these very, very much.
Good.
I want to welcome a new person.
Yay! Who's there?
Chase Byron.
Chase Byron. Hello.
You know how I love the name Chase.
Yes, we do. We love that name. Yes, indeed. Chase, welcome to the show. I know a lot of you are just watching and you're not commenting, and that's cool. But if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would be really great. Chase
It's
Byron.
free.
Hit subscribe. It's free. Why do I get onto this? Well, we had a goal personally. We wanted to try to get to 250 by the end of the year, and we are way ahead of schedule. We only need a couple more to get there. So if you could be the ones to put us over the top, it would be fabulous. I would love it. We'd go out and have a little extra sushi today. All right, off we go. All right, so the reason that I started with those earrings is because I wanted Toby to see this. Toby is a good customer of ours, and she had dropped me a note recently about this beautiful bangle bracelet. So, Mom, do you want to read a little bit about what Toby had to say?
I will.
Gotta speak
Toby
up.
said, I love it. Should I type it or say it?
No, say it. Say it.
It was worth every penny and then some. She'll also be wearing it with her white gold bangle for more everyday look. This is going to be my birthday present in October.
Nice.
I turned a big 60. You young punk.
Mom, Toby didn't write you, young punk. That was
No.
Mom's testimonial. But wasn't that nice of her to take the time to write? I love that.
How wonderful it is.
Yeah.
How wonderful. Toby, You have great taste.
Well, you have no idea. I'll show you some more of Toby's things moving forward in the future, but we really love this. I love the Art Deco station in the middle, the smoothness of this piece. It is manufactured so nicely. So I really do appreciate you stepping up and letting me know, Toby, what you think. These are all unsolicited. I'm going to start doing this moving forward. So for those of you that do have things that you would love to say about our jewelry, and I want to hear your feedback, good, bad, or in between too. So you let me know when you have issues. Let me know what you love, what you're looking for. You can always reach us at hello@youaresolidgold.com. Yeah, I think it's an awesome piece of jewelry. It is sale priced at 20% off before the event. So it's super limited. In fact, it came up as limited when I searched it this morning, and last night it was not. So it's already starting to go at this new price. It's $22.99, and it's on 5 easy pay of $460. In the white, we have white and yellow. In the white, we have small, average, and large. And in the yellow, we have average and large. I wanted to talk about sizing on pieces because this can be challenging for people to try to decide what bracelet they want to buy. What I do, and the small is usually about 6 3/4, the average is usually 7 1/4, and the large is usually size 8 at QVC. But always check the description because we work with like many manufacturers and they may have some different sizing. This one I found in Toby, is Toby there? Do you know, Mom? I did drop her a note this morning and tell her we were going to be featuring her.
Not yet. Sometimes she comes in a little late.
Yeah, I know. Or she sits back a little bit. So if you could
Madison.
talk to that, Toby, I would appreciate it if you're out there.
Madison, our other brand new person, is
Hey,
here
Madison.
though.
Hi. So nice to meet you. Welcome to the family. Yes, it's a very easy show. It's free. You don't have to pay to subscribe to YouTube. You just come on in, say hello. But I do give item numbers and things from QVC. I'm not selling anything, but I do that for people like Toby that see something and decide they want it. But I'm not an affiliate. I don't get paid for it. Mom gets paid in sushi by me on Wednesdays. So we're kind of a scrappy little crowd over here, but we like it that way. Gives us a little more freedom to talk about what we want to, right? Oh, this is fun. Toby, I made myself a note. Toby had also bought a beautiful ring. She bought a highway ring that she wanted you guys to know about as well. She actually posted something on our YouTube show under the comments on the one right after the Eagles one. So she wanted me to let you know, if you want to hear about a really great highway ring, that's her testimonial on that is over there as well. She's kind of my own little influencer, isn't she? I love
She
that.
is.
Yeah.
I see you're flashing your diamond ring today.
I am flashing my diamond ring. This is coming up. Thank you. This is coming up a little bit later. This is, I like this ring. This is a brilliant rose. So if you spotted it, it is coming up. But anyway, the earrings and the bangle go great together, but you could wear this literally with anything. It just adds texture. It's got kind of a dreamy quality. There's something so high-end and rich about it. I was talking about fit. Now, just because it's a 7 1/4 inch fit doesn't necessarily mean you're going to want to order the average. What I like to do is I know it's really high tech. I take just a piece of yarn and I wrap it around my wrist, how I want my bracelet to fit, and then I measure it. And some people like to wrap it around their wrist and then measure their wrist. But I find that the way I want to wear it is better because when they give bangle measurements, most universally on every shopping channel in the world that I know of, they do it on the inside circumference of the bangle. So a lot of folks don't realize that. So that's my pro tip to you today. All right. And if you like to wear it maybe over the cuff of a sweater sometimes, but you also sometimes like it a little lower on your hand, then go up a size. If you want it a little tighter to the body, like there's a bracelet in stock right now that I like a little tighter. It was the big deal formerly. If you guys are avid followers of QVC, I like that one a little tighter. It's just my own personal preference. So you be the judge, but that's a couple of little pro tips from me. All right. So you asked me for crosses last week. In fact, more than one of you asked me for crosses last week. Unfortunately, I couldn't help the lady that wanted a tiny cross. She wanted a little, very cute, she wanted a little diamond cross in yellow gold, solid yellow gold. And I put in a request because of that to our buying team. So we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I stumbled across one of my favorite crosses on sale. So although this wasn't appropriate for her, I wanted you guys to see it in case you loved it. I think it's amazing. I just love the design. You know who else really loves it is Mary Beth. She and I have talked about
Yes.
this before in the past. Mary Beth Rowe, by the way, awesome host at QVC. For those of you that don't watch regularly, she retired recently. So you might want to go check her out on Facebook.
One of the nicest people in the world.
Aren't they, though? Their whole family is just amazing. They're really good buddies of ours. So Friends of Mom, FOM. The cross is item number J437655. It is on sale for $983. This guy's almost 3 inches long. I mean, it makes a really nice presence around your neck. So it was too big for her, but it was in solid gold, and it popped up in the inventory, and I've always loved it. Talk about limited, though. It's on 4 easy pays of $246 at QVC.com, and it's also on 18-month special financing if you have a Q card of only $55 in solid gold. It's awesome. And this is our lab-grown department. So Affinity is our diamonds from the earth. Affinity diamonds are diamonds that were in the Earth's crust for billions of years of time before they came up very rapidly, usually out of volcanic activity. But our Firelight program grows from the seed of a diamond. You very rarely see them in the small sizes. We usually offer them in the big sizes, but why not get that higher degree of clarity, which is VS plus, very slightly included or towards flawless? Why not if you can afford to do so? And can you imagine what this would have cost if it was diamonds from the earth in VS plus quality? HI near colorless, it would be astronomically expensive for most of us today. But at under $1,000 or on the QVC Q card at $55, it's manageable, it's doable. Now, there's a lot of bad information out there in the world of lab-grown diamonds. And again, I don't work for QVC, I work for you as an advocate. They compensate me for my time on the air. But as far as what we're doing here, it's anything you want to ask me, I'm happy to answer. And one of the things that came up is value, is, what are you going to do for long-term value? That's usually not my role at QVC, but I want to address it here because diamonds are diamonds always. And that was Mom's little phrase when we were talking about this yesterday. She said, they're always diamonds, whether they're from the earth or whether they're from a lab, they will forever be 100% diamond. And she's absolutely right.
Diamonds are forever, regardless of what the world out there is doing.
That's right. That's right. But if you look historically, and the reason I say historically, Mom, we get into this all the time. The reason I say historically, Mom, is lab-grown diamonds have not been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. But they will be, right. But we don't know, looking historically, what's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball that way. You do? Okay. All right. But I will tell you that if you look at the diamond trade in general over the years, diamonds from the earth have held up very well. Right? So if you're really worried about that, then I always tell people to go to our affinity program because those are tried and true historically. I like the romanticism of them. They've been in the Earth's crust and the bosom of Mother Nature for so long, and they're the way that we have historically marked really special occasions. But what if, you want just bigger, bolder, brighter diamonds? What if you want to pay half of that? Then this is a great alternative.
Diamonds.
They're diamonds, 100%. So they have learned how to grow them in a lab situation from the seed of another diamond and man-tend them so that they grow sometimes better. All right, because they're in a better situation. It's like sending your child off to medical school. You send them off to medical school, you don't know you're going to get a doctor back, right? But you do sometimes, you do oftentimes. And so that's why I love Firelight. I know I'm going to get that more near flawless diamond and I'm going to pay half price for it. So I dig that. So if you've been saving for a 1/2 carat cross, this is how I was trying to persuade our viewer to maybe think about a larger piece because I really love this. I just love the design. I love the larger arms. It's just really very beautiful. Anyway, I was saying to her,
Mindy loves
why not get a carat for a 1/2 carat price?
Mindy loves your diamond ring.
Me too,
course.
Mindy.
But Amy, Stefan.
Yes, Amy.
Do you remember back in the other day?
Yeah.
At another.
Well, yeah, I'm an old bird. I've been around.
That's the first thing she bought from you.
I did not remember that.
A sideways cross.
Really? That was the first thing.
Yes.
We have that, or they have that at QVC, the cross that sideways too. That's cool, Amy.
Yes.
Yes, I would love for you to, if you have a second, because I know you're not busy at all with everything you've got. She's planning a wedding and all this other stuff. Amy running my fan page. She's got all kinds of stuff. But anyway, if you want to write a testimonial on that style, I'll use it in an upcoming show. I promise you that.
Cool.
Yeah. All right.
Speaking
of this guy. Okay, so this cut is Brilliant Rose. I wore my ring. Now my ring is a 3 carat. This is that perfect 1 carat that so many people want. But I put it in the show today. Look at how pretty it is. Put it in the show today because the story is the same. These are colorless diamonds. I know, let that sink in for just a second. Colorless diamonds. Unbelievable. VS plus clarity, that same really high degree of clarity. I love this ring so much. I look at it every day and it never ceases to amaze me. I'll tell you more about it. It's
And
all
everyone
custom
else.
made. The basket's custom made. The stone is cut by a master cutter. It's got a different cut than a brilliant round. That's why you see here, I got something I prepared for you. I hope it works. This was a first. Here, hang on. Here's the side of it. Again, everything here has been custom made for you. The stone has been custom cut. It's got over 80 facets. They faceted the girdle. They faceted the pavilion. It's a proprietary exclusive cut, Brilliant Rose 2 QVC. And it is item number, in case you want it right now. You know that this is what you've been looking for, and I can't even count how many people have asked me for this. I didn't even know the 1 carat existed. I think it might have been brought in for Diamond Month. It is $1,915. That's
for
it.
Brilliant Rose.
For Brilliant Rose, for a perfect carat. If you got an average diamond at a traditional brilliant cut, and you got that price, you'd be like, wow, I saved myself some cash. Cha-ching, I'm a winner. Well, now you can get custom done. It's just nuts. Every stone, well, here, I'll get into that in a minute. First, I wanted you to
This has
see.
got some extras.
I wanted you to see this. It's working.
Oh,
Can you
oh,
come
oh.
close right now? Get your little nose up there. Can you see the colors?
Janet
MG, Janet.
Doolittle, when you find the time, haha.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry.
Would
Janet.
you please explain all about Brilliant Rose and why it's so special? I almost didn't.
Yes, and I'm really
know
sorry.
what
I got
she
so
said.
excited about it. Here, let me get this going again. Janet Doolittle is the one that asked for this. And yes, Mom is reading what she wrote to me. So once again, Mom, go ahead. I'm sorry I cut you off.
When you find time, and then she laughed, would you please explain all about Brilliant Rose and what makes it so special? Somehow I think she knows.
It is. I mean, this has got a 6-prong setting, which I love for security myself. It's that perfect carat. It's just the kind of thing that you dream about owning, right? That you dream about having. How do I start it again? I want to see it again and again and again. Maybe it won't let
one
me.
back.
It won't let me. I don't even know if it'll. Oh, there. Ew. Isn't it pretty? Oh, I would fall over if I was a new bride and I was expecting or not expecting a ring and I saw this guy. I mean, I could not wait to get this on my hot little hand. I wear it a lot every day. It's our upgrade for our wedding set. When Ron and I first got married, and you might be in this same situation, not married to Ron, but anyway, when you first got married, maybe you couldn't afford the ring you really wanted, and now it's time to upgrade. Now, in our case, we got our grandparents' rings, and I loved that whole thing. I thought it was just so incredible. But my grandmother wore it, Clara wore it, before I ever did. And so that ring is now over 100 years old, and I did not have the wherewithal to redesign it and wear those diamonds in a different setting because I wanted her juju. I wanted it because it was hers.
But they're just as special and more so because they're diamonds.
And I still have Grandma's ring. You know that.
And Grandma's.
But I don't wear it every day. This one I wear every day.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anything to happen because one of the prongs got broken. And I didn't want to replace it because it's Grandma's ring. So anyway, that's my story. What's your story? If you have a story like that and you're thinking about upgrading to this perfect carat, I want to hear from you. Brilliant Rose, again, is all custom done. And it brings me personally, I'm going back and forth because I can keep the video going. And I think it's so pretty.
Does that have the extras?
Yes, that's what I was just going to get into. Here's the extra thing you get with Brilliant Rose that you do not get with any other diamond in our inventory, okay? So none of the others offer this service. So don't come to me after, please, and say, because it breaks my heart when you come and you say, hey, listen, I ordered a Firelight piece. I want my paperwork on it. We don't do that. With our traditional Firelight line, we do send every diamond out to the Gemological Institute of America to be inspected. That's before they're set. But with Brilliant Rose, they go one step further in that they have it laser inscribed on the girdle of the diamond, a serial number. The serial number is just for your stone. So you're also going to receive with that a QR code. If you point your phone at it or you have somebody do that for you, it takes you to the vault at the GIA, and you're going to find all of the specifics that you need to have this insured, to have it appraised, everything you want. So it costs a lot to do that, but we feel like this is our champagne. This is our best of champagne. This is our special momentous occasion. This is when you come to me and you say, okay, so there's a good, better, best in everything. I hear you say that a lot, Michelle. What is the best in Firelight? I feel that this is the best in Firelight. In fact, I know it is, at least for right now. Who knows? Things could change. I'm not in charge of the buying department at QVC, but whoever bought this, Angelina, did an awesome job. Yeah, it was a buyer who is now working for somebody also within our business that found these people, and we discovered it together at the JCK show in Las Vegas, and it has been a huge program, and I just am in love with it, and I'm glad that you are too. It is on 4 easy pays of $4.79. Oh, it also comes in pretty good sizing. The challenge has been for a lot of you that they sell out so fast that you can't get the size that you need. But that's another reason I wanted to bring this to you today, because we have size 6, 7, and 8, and this can be sized. Once you size it, it can't be returned though. So make sure you give it to her before you have it sized, okay?
Okay, does it come in yellow gold?
It comes in white only.
White only?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that if you wanted the yellow, but it only comes in white. At least for now. It's brand new into stock. So, maybe in the next shipment, if it sells out as fast as I predict it will. But the challenge is they don't see a lot of airtime. So, and the reason is they sell so fast on the web. So, and we can only get, it's not like we can get thousands at a time. We get just a handful. This is a really curated collection, all hand cut. Like I was saying, it's a specialty cut. And what it does, what makes it so dreamy, is that it offers you they have a machine, actually I have one upstairs, that gauges the brilliancy of a stone. And this came out to be about 30% brighter than a traditional brilliant round. Do you see that? What brightness literally is the return of white light to your eye. And I think, can you see the light? Would you guys let me know if you can see this well? Because I don't usually get this close to the camera. Would you throw me some thumbs up or hearts if you can see it? I just want to know. Because it's an incredible ring. Closer. I'm afraid it's going to distort it, Mama, but I'll try. Oh, no, you're right. Look at there. You should always listen to Manna.
All right, now go slower.
This is why she's the mom-orator. How's that, Mom?
And there you go.
Yeah, now you can see it? $1,900. Can you imagine?
No, I can't.
Now, this is the 3 carat. The 1 carat is going to be about the size of a pea, a 6 millimeter, about a 6.5 millimeter stone. So it's a good stone. It's a beautiful piece. Even if you don't care for the setting, which has a knife edge, I appreciate that. I don't know why you wouldn't love the setting, but everybody has their own taste. So if you wanted something a little bit different for the stone alone, it's amazing. Why buy a loose stone and have it set when you can get it all done though by a custom designer? Yeah, in solid gold. Anyway, I'm belaboring here. Not everybody needs this, but I love it. If you
I think you're wrong.
As a right-handed ring? You think everybody wants it? Okay, I know, I love it. The item number on it is J437623 at QVC.com. Janet Doolittle, if there's any other question that I can answer for you on this, I am so happy to do so. But the fact that it's got that laser inscription on the girdle, that it is registered with and held digitally in their vault at the GIA. Now you can print your certificate, and then you can take it, you can send it to your insurance agent if you want to. It's just got everything you need to say I do, or I will, or you know what? Yes, for me on the right hand. Why not? Oh, quick story, Mom. I don't even know if you know this. And then I'll move on. I was a sales trainer for Knight Ridder newspaper network and television stations for years. I worked in the newspaper industry as a journalist and an advertising director, and I loved it. But What was I going to say about that? It was something that had to do with jewelry. Oh, wait. I forget. Oh, I know what it was. So I would be out of town for like 6 or 8 weeks at a time. So they would send me to different newspapers, and then I would train their sales staff on how to sell their different products, or maybe they were new hires or something like that. I would wear a ring like this, not as a deterrent ring. Did I ever tell you that? Because I would have to go out to dinner by myself. I mean, I was traveling alone and all this stuff. So I had just an inexpensive little ring that I would wear so that nobody would bother me when I was out and about. So if you are a gal that's on the road a lot and you want to kind of put up that barrier and not be harassed, it works. And
You
it's
should have
beautiful.
called me. I'd have run interference for you.
You do make a good wingman. She does.
Yes, I do. Well,
All right, one last pirouette there, and then I got to go. I could look at it all day, though. How about you? All right, want to go, because I know there's a lot of stuff. I want to finish today, and let's see, where are we? We're right on the button, pretty much, with a Mother's Day idea. If she doesn't have a pair of studs that she loves, these are a 1/2 carat, which is nice, in Firelight, lab-grown diamonds, and they're in solid gold. Okay, so let that sink in for a minute. This is not a vermeil. It's not a plate. It's not a gold filled. It's not a flash filled. I can tell you all day long what it's not. But what it is 14 karat gold. These 1/2 carat earrings, and we had 5 more put in the cart overnight, so you know that people are finding them early, are only $282.98. We're getting into the meat of Diamond Month. On Friday, forget about it. These are going to be... And then by the time the TSV happens next week, they'll probably be long, long gone, and we'll be looking at something else. So 4 easy pays of $71. This is amazing value. It's got the safety and security that we want with the nice, butterfly clutch back. This is for him and for her. So if you wanted to get them ahead of time so that you could treat dad and mom if he's got his ears pierced, or they could share them between one another, this is a really good idea. In solid gold, you're treating yourself to something rich, something luxe, right? And in diamonds, and again, these are diamonds through and through, 100% diamonds that more and more people are understanding, thankfully, but there's still a lot of bad information out there in the world of lab-grown. Lab-grown diamonds are awesome. I recommend both types of diamonds. I just love diamonds in particular, but if you're buying so that you can enjoy them in your lifetime, if you're not planning to sell them, I mean, very few of us actually get around to selling jewelry because we get really connected to it. I can't guarantee you what the secondary market is going to do when it levels out.
oh, they love these.
Yeah, they're just a really good buy. So with very little time left, I want to let you know that if you haven't been at QVC lately, they're working out some bugs on the website. They've had some big changes with regards to TikTok and things like that. I came across something that was a fix for me if you're having trouble with the web. Uninstall and reinstall your app, and it should fix it. All right, so I fixed mine this morning. I'm really happy about it. You can also always use, our customer service reps to place orders too. But, 95% of the time it's going to work. It's just, I know on a day where it gets competitive on things like this, you want to make sure you get what you want. So the earrings were J445010. You're welcome for the head start on these. And it is really something special. They come in white or yellow gold. Now, this comes in white gold only. This is the Brilliant Rose, a perfect 1 carat solitaire in solid 14 karat white gold. It is only $1,915. Go look around for what custom cuts cost. You can't even find a Brilliant Rose anywhere but here. It is an amazing value for the dollar, and it comes in size 6, 7, and 8. I love mine. I want you to have one too. All right.
Alyssa,
Yes, Alyssa?
I love the way she spelled it. Aylisy. Wow. How much is it?
$1,915 for that. For the Brilliant. Here, let me go back.
Wow.
Yeah. Oops, where is it? Yeah, it's $1,915. It's on 4 Easy Pay, which I don't know if you're a QVC customer, but if you're not, it just means any credit card you want to use, you can do 4 payments of $479. There's nothing to qualify for or anything like that. You just call customer service or go to QVC.com and reserve one. It comes in 6, 7, and 8, and it is the bomb diggity. You're going to love it. Nobody says that anymore but me. Amy's going to tease me about that.
Did.
All right, and you never did. This was by request, although you didn't want one this big. So, but it is a 1 carat in 14 karat gold. It is Firelight. It is $984. That's it. It's on and it's like big. It's like this big. It is on 4 easy pays of $246, and it's on 18-month special financing of, get this in solid gold, $55. Yep. All right, so this came from Toby's recommendation. Mom, do you want to read Tony's testimonial again?
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind, go ahead.
I love it. Capital letters. She's one of me people. It was worth every penny and then some. I'll also be wearing it with a white gold bangle for a more everyday look. This is going to be my birthday present in October. I turn the big 60.
Now that's a big birthday, and it deserved a big present, but it's still relatively inexpensive for what you're getting in solid 14 karat white or yellow gold. There's much more gold in this than there would be in a ring or earrings even, for example. It's nice and heavy. It's only $22.99, and it's on 5 easy pays of $460. Right now we have it in white gold, in small, average, and large, and in yellow gold we already lost the small. It's available in average and large. So if you want to reserve it or get it ahead of time, do it. All right. The big day is on Friday this week. I'll be on between 11 a.m. and 3. And then on next Thursday, it's all day long, launching with a today's special value, which I think you're going to hear about quite a bit that day. All right, so last but certainly not least, I wanted to leave you with these great earrings. We started here. They go with the bangle beautifully. They're J444479. They're also under $1,000 at $995.98, and they're on 4 easy pays of $249. You guys, it is always so much fun to get together with you. We love it.
It was fun today.
It was. Mother's Day is coming, so happy Mother's Day in advance. If you're watching this late, I hope you had a great day. Mom, you look like the sky today. Do you want to come and show everybody what I'm talking about? Come on, you look so cute. Mama Pat in the house with me every Monday at 12:15 at QVC.com, and then on Wednesdays here at YouTube, where we love to share pretty things with you. Pretty things. Speaking of pretty things,
Hi,
Mama
guys.
Pat, yes.
Oh, I'm so glad to see so many new people. That was fun.
Yeah, it's really great to have you there. Again, if you could subscribe, it would be awesome. I'm hoping we get to 250 this week.
We will.
In 6 months, we were anticipating it would take us a year.
Welcome to all.
Yeah.
Butterflies in your future, one and all.
Oh, that's cute. I remember that.
You bet you do.
That was from Michelle's Bells, that little group that, oh my gosh, yes. We might have to make that again in diamonds.
Ooh,
Wouldn't that be a nice idea? Anyway.
Hey, send us your ideas.
Please do. Please do. hello@youaresolidgold.com, and we'll see if we can make it happen. Bye, everybody.
I'm going to go get some sushi.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I love you.
I love you too, Mama. Thank you so much for being with us.